Hi, I'm Tom Lippincott, and this is Diatonic Triads Complete. This is part 1, Traditional Triads. This series is going to explore all of the possible combinations of 3 notes within the major harmonic minor and melodic minor scales, the common 7-note scales. Before we get started, I'm going to go through my spiel about this guitar that I usually do, just to make sure we're all on the same page. For anybody who's new to my classes, I have an 8-string guitar here, but the inner 6 strings are the same as a regular guitar, E, A, D, G, B, E. And I just happen to have 2 extra strings on the edges. I have above this high E string, I have an A, which is like your 5th fret of your high E string. And on the low side, I have a B that's a 4th below the low E string. I'm not going to be using either of those strings in any of the examples that I'm asking you to play, so everything that I'm going to be playing in the class is going to be identifiable by any 6-string guitarist. There's not going to be any strange curves thrown at you. So we're starting off with some real basic theory. I'm just going through the major scale. I'm playing it on the B string here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which is a C major scale. And on page 1, you'll see that I have the notes written out, the letter names, the whole, half, whole, half. And where triads come from, of course, is we take the first note, which we usually call the root, skip the 2nd, go to the 3rd note, the 3rd, skip the 4th, go to the 5th note. And those 3 notes together form a major triad because it's from the major scale. If you really want to make sure that you know these, you want to be able to play them both across, piano style, and choir style on all the string sets. So here's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. And then if you turn over here on page 4, I'll show you example 7, which is playing up those diatonic triads. I'll show you that in close-up. And if you look at the top of page 5 here, you'll see example 9 shows us that. And then I'm going to continue using that concept. Remember, I took the root down. In this case, it was a diatonic step. It happened to be half step, but it might not always be. So now I've got E minor. Let's find the root of E minor, which is E, the middle note. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring that down a diatonic step. So E, not down to E flat or D sharp, but down to D. I'm going to take cycle 4 and move through some different string sets instead of keeping on the same set of strings like we did with the closed triads. I end up with this. It doesn't really matter so much that not all of those triads are actual D minor triads. First of all, you kind of hear these 2 as approaches into this D minor anyway. But even this E minor, if I look at the notes in there, I've got E, G, and B, which is the 9th, 11th, and 13th, are the color tones of D minor 7. So that actually works just fine. I could pretty much use any of the diatonic triads to support a melody that goes over a D minor 7 chord.